Hey guys, Smitty here with Just Piddlin Barbecue. October's right around the corner, so I thought we'd get a head start on OKTOBERFEST. So today we're going to do a pretzel and mustard crusted chicken breast on the Traeger Timberline 850, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so the first thing that we're going to do is put together our dredge. And the first part of this dredge is going to be 3 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. So I'm going to scoop that into this bowl. Then we've got 1 tablespoon of honey. Then we've got a teaspoon of oregano and a teaspoon of basil. We're going to go in with that. And then we've got, I picked up this OKTOBERFEST Sam Adams, and we're going to go with 3 tablespoons of that, maybe a little more. I'll find something else to do with the rest. That's good stuff. All right, now, also what we have here is some ground up pretzels. We got some pretzel rods, pretzel sticks from the grocery store. They're about as big as your finger, probably about that long. Just get a whole bag of them, and I put them in one of our processors and just blitzed it until it came out to this fine powder. And I mean, it's a really, really fine, almost like a flour consistency. And so now we're going to dredge our chicken breasts in here and then go in with that crust, the pretzels. Mix this up really good first, and then once we get them in here and then crust them, then we're going to put them on these wire racks. Now I've got the Traeger Timberline set on 375 degrees. There's our chicken breast. Just kind of dredge that around a little bit, let the excess drip off. And at first I was kind of questioning whether or not this recipe was going to give me enough liquid, but it looks like it's going to be just fine. So now we're going to roll it in this. It really looks like it's going to be pretty fine. Get it in those cracks. Check off the excess, get it coated one more time. Now we're going to go right on the wire rack. Now this is the last one. Now I got this recipe. Me and Brandy were looking the other day trying to find something different to cook, and so I looked. We were looking for new recipes, and I looked on the Traeger app. So I actually got this recipe from the Traeger app. So if you're looking for new recipes, I highly recommend you just look on that Traeger app and see what you can find. You can do a search for a certain recipe or a certain topic. Like for this one, if you just type in OKTOBERFEST, this is what came up. So I've got the Traeger Timberline with oak pellets in it, set at 375 degrees. As soon as it comes up to temperature, we're going to get these things on. Alright guys, we got the Timberline up to 375. We're going to go ahead and put them on. I've taken the other racks out because we don't need them at this point. I'm just going to place these right on top. Right there, and that's how we're going to run them. Alright, so the timer just went off. Let's check on them and see what they look like. Looking good so far. They still got a little way to go though. So we still got to good ways to go. Close the lid. Alright folks, I just checked the internal temperature on these chicken breasts. They're right at 165 degrees right now. Total cook time for me has been about 40 minutes. Now this is the perfect example of why you don't go by time, you go by internal temperature. I just had somebody comment on one of my videos that I did a while back on how long the cook took. And it doesn't matter even how long it took for me, it may be different for you. So this is why I don't really go by times, I go by internal temperatures. So for me it's been about 40 minutes. Now on the Traeger app it says 20-25 minutes. I'm not sure why the times are different. Maybe the outside ambient temperature was different. Maybe something else was different. I can't tell you, but for me it was 45 minutes. So let's get these chicken breasts off. Alright, let's cut into one of these chicken breasts and see how they taste. I'm kind of excited about this. Look pretty moist. Let's try one. First of all, I don't know if it's the crust or what, but that chicken is super moist, super tender. That's the first thing I noticed. Second of all, I will say that because it was a pretzel, I was scared to add any salt because I didn't want it to be too salty, but I think it could use a little bit of salt in with the dredge. So keep that in mind as well. But or if when you pull it off the grill, top it with a little salt. But other than that, really great recipe. Give this a try. October's right around the corner. Great Oktoberfest recipe. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share the video. Until next time, we'll be piddling.